Hello, my sparkle people. Welcome to my channel again. On today's video, as you guys see, it's a little bit more different. I'm outside enjoying this beautiful weather, and I said, why not come here and talk to all of you about a thing that I think that a lot of parents are going through right now, and that is always important to talk about. And I'm talking English as well at this video because it's a theme that I'm always talking with my daughters, and I hope you guys hear me with the background. So it's something that I always talk to my daughters, and I think that it's very important to encourage all parents to always have like these conversations with your kids. Right now, I have a girl that is starting high school. I have another one in middle school, but she's so mature that I feel like I have two straightforward teens at the house. And I have to say that my daughters are going to public school, so I think that these conversations are very important because me as a Christian and them as a Christian people, and going to public school where it's like going out to the world, where they're gonna offer a lot of things, where they're gonna hear a lot of things, where I have to have like these important conversations. I have so many mixed emotions just because I felt that when they were going to elementary school, it was the time where I was gonna feel like, you know, wow, sad. This is the first time they're going out of school. But I feel that there's not like a certain age where you have like those fear go out of you, right? It's like every stage that they're going through, you're feeling like you're always letting them go and more farther away, where it's not already all up to you, but there is gonna be up to them. And you're there to encourage them, you're there to talk to them, but at the end of the day, they are the ones that are gonna take their decisions. They're gonna want to either listen to us or listen to the world. So like I said, I'm always having these conversations because, you know, they're gonna be in public school, like I said previously, where not everybody has their beliefs, not everybody has the same beliefs from each other, but we all can be together. But it's always important to remain being yourself and to not let the world be the one to decide who you're gonna be, who you're gonna become. And I feel that whoever has here this same conversation with your kids, share your thoughts about this and share with me comments of how you deal with this process of having kids now in high school and having your kids out in the world. What is your step to go to? Because this is like my step to go to always. I like to always have these moments where I sit down, I have important conversation, I tell them everything that we're gonna feel and everything, because, you know, like I said, we are growing and this generation is growing in a different way, but hello, we're still here too, right? It's our job to help them and encourage them and tell them how the things are. Even though the generation is changing, we don't have to, right? We have to remain in what we believe. And one important conversation that I have with them always is our conversation as Christian, as being daughters of God and having Him in our life. And for them that is going to a totally different world, I am so proud to have God in our home. Why? Because I feel that He has helped me through all my step of the way that I'm going to. And I feel that He's the best to go to for them, for wherever they go, you know? Because maybe you can feel alone in the world, but you have to know that you're not alone. Yes, we might want people next to us, but if they're not the correct people, we don't need to feel completely alone, right? We have to let people, if we have to accept people as they are, we have to let them accept us as we are. And when I grow, I always tell them that I had friends of all kinds, because I was raised not on Christian school. I was raised on public schools too. but I never changed who I was. So that helps me know that we are all able, even though for some people are difficult, but we're all able to remain who we are. And I liked it because every time I was in group of friends, the first thing that they will always say was like, oh no, with Sully, that's Sully's my name, she is different. Oh no, we're not gonna do that to her because, you know, so they always saw that I was different, but they never make me feel like I couldn't be with them, you know? But I liked it feeling that they had like that that they had like that respect towards me, because I never become them to feel like I was accepted, to feel like I was part of the group. I always remained being myself, and I was accepted by that. So I always encourage them to have God in their life, that bullying exists in the school, and that's a conversation that sometimes we don't like to talk a lot to our kids, but it's the truth and it's out there, and they have to be ready and knowing that there's are people that maybe don't feel comfortable with themselves, they're not proud of themselves, and the way for them feeling powerful is making others feeling less. But the truth is that the other one is who they want to be, you know, because they see somebody just living happily, just being themselves, and that's their way of feeling power. But it's up to us to let them feel the power, or it's up to them to not change. We can ignore them, and that's the best option. Sometimes we feel that talking back to them or maybe getting aggressive is the best way, but actually that's not the best way. I feel that's just giving them how you say the word, it's just like letting them know that it's true what they're saying, that it's hurting you. And no, the best way is just ignoring. I always feel that that has helped me. Even if they don't touch me and it's just words, hello, the words can go out of the air, and just showing them that it doesn't hurt me, that it's not what they say, I feel is gonna bother them more than just letting them win the game, right? And making them feel that it is true. So bullying is a conversation that I have a lot with my girls, because, you know, it can happen to anybody, but we always have to remain strong in this world that we're living, because that's just the beginning. In school, there's gonna be much more things in life that is gonna come to you, and this is just the process for you to, you know, regain strength. For you, when you be adult and go to the world, you have battled all these little things that are happening with the little kids and little minds that are gonna be, you know, in your future. Another conversation that I like to have, and I encourage you parents to always have, even if you're not a parent, grandparents, aunts, always be there for, you know, your niece, your nephew, your grandsons, for everybody. These are conversations to always is important to have with them. And another one that I have with them is to always know who they are, and don't feel that you don't know who you are. Because I know this is a conversation, a delicate conversation, but it is happening. It is happening. It's something that now they want to confuse our kids and telling them that they don't know who they are. They have to find their identity. And that for me is a conversation that I feel that you always know who you are since you are born, you know? And telling our kids now that when they're little, that and adults, that, you know, you have the option to choose who you want to be, for me is something that I touch a lot with them, because I'm not saying that my daughters are gonna be perfect, that they're always gonna be on the right track, but I want to do always my part. You know, I always want to have faith that God is gonna be always with them, that God is gonna be their conscience words, that where I can be, he always can, and he will be there for them. That's why it's so important to have God in their lives too, because they have to know that they have to always listen to that voice. For whatever people want to confuse you, whoever people wants to take you to the wrong path, you have always that voice that you don't want it to let go of you, that is always gonna help you know and feel when things are right and when things are wrong, right? Because it was so nice when we have that time that we can have, that we were pregnant, that we can celebrate, oh, my gender reveal, like, oh my God, you know, it's a boy, and we go, oh, it's a girl. Like, hello, all our bodies are different, so we know who we are, right? So it's happy to accept who we are. That's us accepting who we are, but not wanting to change now who we are. So it's a joy to have that, and it will be sad for us to not be pregnant and now don't have that celebration, because we want to be in a world that we don't know what we have now, you know? So that's my personal thoughts, but it's something that I want always them. And I feel that whatever you guys in your home believe in and have, to always let your kids know that you always have to remain straight, and to always know that there's gonna be a lot, even problems. There's some problems in the world that happens to your life that wanna make you change the thought that you are strong, that you are able to go through things, you know, because that's life. So there's like so many topics, so many conversations that I like to have with them. Not all of them at the same time, because you don't want to have your kids like boom, you know, but every day have a topic, every day have a conversation. You might think that you are worrying them or you are making them feel like fool, so young, but no. Who else will be the correct person to talk to our kids, to talk to our teens, to talk to your kids, adults, about the good stuff and your belief? Because know it or not, kids in school are learning and are knowing more things than what you think. So maybe you're thinking that it's too early for you to have conversations that maybe they are already going through in schools, in life, outside. So who else is more important than us to prepare them for what is coming? Because bullying, confusion, everything that you can think of is happening since already now kids in kindergarten, elementary, middle school. Like, the world is getting more and more progress in that part, that there's no certain age for you, you know. But you have to also know that if you're you have elementary kids, then touch those bases in an elementary way, you know, but at the same time that they understand. And if they're in middle school or in teens, you know, or high school, that's how you have to be getting those topics. And there's a lot of videos. If you feel that you're a parent, that you're not prepared to talk about things or your experience, then there's a lot of videos that help us also too, like Christian moms having kids at school, Christian moms, and not only Christian, I'm saying Christian because that's how my okay, so I needed to change my environment because although it was a very nice day, it's so hot that my phone got like temperature heat up. So it actually just didn't let me do nothing until it cooled down. But like I was saying, the last thing I was saying was that there are so many helps video of encouragement to help us as parents to give these conversations or have these conversations in ways that maybe we think that we're not able to do so, right? But sometimes you as a parent had already that feeling. You have the best feeling of knowing how to make it. But yes, there are books, how to grow as a parent, you know, having these conversation with kids. But for me, it's so important and so needed. And I wanted it to have this video as a maybe podcast or conversation chat. I don't know. However, but I wanted it to have it different. And I feel that it's so much needed. If you guys speak Spanish, I don't know if I'm going to have to make this video also in Spanish, because I have a lot of viewers in Spanish. But I also have so many viewers and friends in English. But like I said, I just thought about making it in English just because these topics I have it most of the time in English. Because it's with my kids, you know, my daughters. And they know Spanish, but their main language to speak more is English. And I really want, when these conversations are spoken, that they understand like every single word that I want to say. And sometimes they have to help me because, hello, they have an Hispanic mom that talks English a lot at work and everything and with them. But I also have my family that we all speak Spanish. Like at the house, we all speak Spanish when we sit together. So I have like this barrier sometimes with my language that I can talk English and some words I just have to say it in Spanish. But then I'm talking Spanish and these words, I just know it in English. Who else have that problem? Who else has like that thing? It's not that you don't know your language, but it's like thing you say it so much and you talk so much. Like, you know, I have been raised in the United States most of the time that I feel that there's a lot of words that I just know how to say it in English, but not in Spanish. And again, I know how to say in Spanish, but not in English. So it's confusing there, but yeah. I know that a lot of Hispanic parents or even people that talk different language, they understand what I'm saying here. But yes, I feel that this was something I just needed to let out. I just needed to share and encourage all of you because, you know, a lot of you already started school. For me, they're starting in like 2 weeks. We're just like going to school, to meetings, orientation. My high school girl was a freshman high school and she already had it to like be there, and just letting her go wanted me to make this video because like I said, I had so many mixed emotions, not of not letting go, but knowing that they are growing, you know, and what the world has, what the world's gonna offer them, and always having faith that they make the correct choices, you know, and they always know the importance that of who they are, and to never let nobody make them feel less, not more than, but not less than. That we're all equal and we're all beautiful in our own ways, and we all have something to offer and something to give of who we are. You know, it's not all of being what our parents want, but it's always good to know who we are and having treasure those beautiful things that our parents want to encourage and that our parents want best for us, that at the moment we might not understand because we think we're all grown up and we want everything in our own way. But hello, that's why before we were parents, we were also an elementary kids. We were also a middle school kid. We were also a teen high school kid. So we are able to understand them even more, what they're going through, because sometimes we want to feel big. Sometimes we want to feel we know best. We will know it all. But then when we're adults, we want to go back. So it's always important for us to remember. And at church, they even tell them this to them. One time they have like a meeting of the youth and young adults, and parents were also there. And I love when they touched that topic, and they wanted it to show them that sometimes we grow and we might be now a teen and a youth, and we see a little kid and we get maybe annoyed by them, or we're like, oh my God, that's too much. But we always have to remember we were once them, you know? And that's what is gonna help us always understand others. When we always think, okay, I was once a teen, we were maybe not like them, but we were once, and we had friends that maybe one of our friends were like them. So we always have to never forget back who we were, so we are able to understand them. So we are able to have them in the right track and have the best words for them, because we went through that and we're still growing. Even as adults, like, we still make mistakes. Even as adults, we still sometimes can carry all that the world has, you know? So we're still learning in the process. So it's always for us good to know that it's not the age, it's a process. It's a process that we all go through, and like I said, that we're still going through and we're still learning. There's never an age where we're always gonna know it all. There's never an age where we think that we already went through everything. We thought it was gonna be able to be wrong. Look at this. I was in the share like that and it got marked there. But yes, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video with me. And like I said, share with me some of your thoughts of if you guys have kids like me starting high school or already went through that process. Share with me your conversations, your thoughts, and let's all be here, right, together in this that we're all going through as parents that have kids. And like I said, not only parents, but those that are raising kids and those that have grandkids, nephew, nieces, because we're always at the end a parent. I feel like we're always a parent, no matter what or no matter who we're helping. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please share, subscribe. Tell me what other topics you guys will be interested in, hear us having a conversation. And like I always say, change your way of thinking, be different. God bless you, and see you on the next one. Bye.